Are there any Last Chance U fans out there? If you're a fan of the Netflix series like I am, I've got some bad news for you. Season 1 star Ronald Ollie has been cut by the Raiders. The defensive tackle participated in the team's first day of practice, but hadn't been seen on the field since. Hopefully we'll get to see him one more time on the big screen, as I'm sure he'll make a cameo on Hard Knocks. For more on training camp, let's send it over to Raiders beat writer for the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Michael Gehlken. Michael?
Thanks, Cassie. Antonio Brown, for the first time in training camp, really for the first time as a Raider all offseason, was in pads on Tuesday. We didn't see him go through an entire practice. One teammate called this a preview, but Brown looked as he has all year, which is to say he was explosive, he dictated the tempo with his work ethic, and just changes the feel of it when he's on there. His final play of the day came against Gareon Conley, the team's third-year cornerback, former first-round draft pick. Brown got the best of him, but those are the types of reps the Raiders believe can make Gareon Conley better, not just him, but this entire secondary. We'll see over the course of camp Antonio Brown's involvement grow in practice. About midway into the session, he exited off the field with Hard Knocks cameras following him, took off his pads, and spent a large portion of the rest of the practice hanging out with his family. One player who certainly has caught the eye of Jon Gruden is a backup. Gruden was asked about the backup quarterback battle between Mike Glennon and Nathan Peterman. And Peterman, who's been chastised, given a really, talk about Hard Knocks, his season last year, got a lot of praise.
This Nate Peterman is growing on me. He's athletic. I know he's had some nightmare performances in the NFL, but when you watch the film, you can see why. It's not all his fault. But he's got some talent, he's got some athleticism, he has some experience. Here's an opening day starter for the Buffalo Bills last year. I take that very serious. And he's smart, he's done a good job, he's been consistent, and I think he's starting to get his confidence back. And we all need that.
Quick update as relates to injuries. Quentin Bell, a rookie 7th-round pick, defensive end, who is athletic but very raw, needs all the practice time that he can get, won't be practicing for another week to 10 days, Jon Gruden said, due to an undisclosed injury. Some relief, though, from the Raiders, Gruden said. The injury wasn't as serious as they thought. Also, Eddie Vanderdoes, he continues to nurse a concussion that he suffered on Sunday. He did not practice on Tuesday. He will have the opportunity to take a full day of rest, as for the rest of the roster, because Wednesday is the first off day of training camp. From here in Napa, back to you, Cassie, in the Vegas Station studio.
Thanks, Michael. If you've missed any news from Raiders training camp, head on over to vegasnation.com for everything you need to know. For Michael Gehlken, I'm Cassie Soto. Thanks for watching Vegas Nation.